Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Go.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw here. Got an open man. It's Aikman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll look to throw here. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go now. Green.
Now on back to throw. And that is incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Right there, right there. Good. 80. Hey, 20.
They run it with Ballage. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Bills getting set to go. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
I know you feel that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Toss play to Ballage. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Play action. It's Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The defensive tackle Kyle Williams there for the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Tannehill. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Play. Good. 30.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's a run with Balaj, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Caught by Jones. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to rifle one. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Forced out, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Good. Round 80. Clay. Go. Here you go. Right here. Hunt.
Tannehill. And nowhere to go. He goes down to the taken down for the safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Gone! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. Goes underneath for Bell. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tiger. Let's go. Lady!
Again, it's Balaj. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Tiger.
Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to...
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. William Hayes in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the... It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. William Hayes in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Anthony in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Back now in Buffalo. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Balaj. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the toss, here's Balaj. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Good. 30. Right there. Where you at?
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Staying on his feet. They find some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Aikman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Quinn in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Balaj. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 30, 10, and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a 1st down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. This to take the lead here in the final minute. I got nothing after that try.
Yeah, don't even try.
I mean, he tried it from the parking lot.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Quincy Enunwa, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Now it's Wilson. And some space here. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now on 1st down, he's going to sneak it. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Okay, I think we can safely agree. That's not a call you see very often on 1st and 10.
ever.
Who
calls a
that?
first down sneak?
I guess the best we've probably seen is a first down